Agents are the movers and shakers of any contact center environment. Their productivity directly impacts the overall performance of any organization. Now, these agents generally handle customer requests in form of phone calls, and that's the most popular way of a caller, a customer trying to reach for help or a follow-up or for an order or sales, any sort of inquiry. But the contact type, which is often phone calls, can also be a chat request wherein the agent is interacting on a website to the customer. The customer saw a pop up on the website and just started the conversation with whatever comes into the mind, and the agent is ready there to support and help and close the deal. The other way of handling the customer contact is via emails as well. So that there is a technical support email or there is an order email and so on. And these all emails are coming to the agents and they're responding to the customers. So as a contact center administrator, you can configure these type of agents in your package contact center setup. So the agent can have multiple skills. Based on that, the call can be delivered and can be part of a team as well. So assigning the skill set helps the call reach these agents based on their expertise. And skills could be like a language or a technical skill or a sales skills, right? So the supervisors or the managers can assign these skills to the agent, right? So a supervisor is also, a user in contact center administration. So in this section, we're gonna go ahead and try setting up our agent in package contact center environment. Here I'm logged in. I've done remote desktop RDP session to my admin workstation. And on the desktop, I see this folder called Unified CCE Tools. I'm going to double click on that and it's going to open for me a lot of stuff here. But what I'm interested in doing is the administration tools. Okay. So I'm under Cisco Unified CCE Tools and under uh, administrator tools. So I went into this folder and right now I'm right here. Under administrative tools, I see the second option, which is CCI web administration. Okay, so I'm just going to double click on this and it's going to open the CCE administration. Okay, so unified CCE administration is open for us now. We're going to go ahead and supply the credentials. So my credential to log in as an administrator to the package contact center uh, enterprise is this. Now it's going to ask me the passwords. The password was saved before. All I need to do is just use that and boom, I'm logged in to the Cisco Unified Contact Center Enterprise Management. As an administrator, your job will be right here most of the time, okay? Admin workstation and on the UCCE management portal. Now, if you see the overview, this dashboard pretty much gives you everything that you need, okay? But in this section, we are here to go ahead and configure the agents, right? So under the user setup, the third tile that you see on this canvas is agents, administrators, and roles, okay? So I can simply go here and click on the agents, and it's going to take me to the agent page, okay? Or there's an alternative. You see this user page is highlighted now. Earlier, the overview was highlighted, right? And when we clicked on the third tile, agent, it took us here. Now we see the user tile highlighted, user icon highlighted. The other way of reaching this agent page is you click on the user on the left-hand side right here, and then you get the same options, agent, administrators, and roles, okay? So if you click on agents here, it's gonna take you to this page, all right? Or if you click on the other page, it's gonna take you to the administrator and so on. So I'm gonna go back to the agent now. There are some pre-configured agents. Okay, you see their username, right? Their first name, their last name, and the description. Okay, and if you see the type here, you see there are two types that are listed as a configuration. The gray and A in a circle is basically telling you that it's an agent. Okay, it's not a supervisor. And the S in the circle in the green one is basically telling you that it's a supervisor. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my agent page on the, let me take you to the agent page here. Yeah, so in this section, we're going to go ahead and add a user, simply just add a user which is of agent type, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to click on the new icon here, and it takes me to a whole new page, which is open for me. Now I have got a few options. I can simply go ahead and start to configure. Okay, so I'm going to say it's the username would be JDO. You can use ASCII characters here, alphanumeric characters, not a problem. Okay, the username could be uh, the initial of your first name, last name, any combination. You could also use the numbers as well here. For simplicity, I'm using John Doe and agent ID. It's written here. If you read, it's not that prominent, but value will be created if it left blank. Okay, so you can manually put something here. For instance, okay, something like that. 2021-03 is for March, or any agent ID that is logical for your organization. Or if you leave it blank, the agent ID will be created by Cisco Unified Contact Center Enterprise itself. But don't worry, you can even then edit that and make it your own. So let's go ahead and give it some value here. So I'm going to say 2021, uh, maybe 01. Description, I would say it's a non-SSO user, okay? And the password is C1SC0123. That's the password I'm gonna give it, okay? The department is set to global and no department it says are available. Use the department tool to create a new department. Since we haven't created any department, there is nothing for us to basically choose here. The site as well is left blank. In the upcoming sections, we're gonna create them and show them. So since it's the very first agent that we're creating, the desktop setting is, you know, default here, okay? And we do not have any other uh, desktop agent desk setting configured. So for now, let's leave it like that, and it'll take the default one. Which team you want to assign? It's not mandatory for you to assign a team, but let's say we want to have it in team one. Now, is the agent a supervisor? So you can check it. If it is not, you can just leave it unchecked. The moment you check this option, you would see this option now is enabled for you to go ahead and configure. Let me go back to the general tab and uncheck it. You would see that this is grayed out now. You cannot basically configure anything. It's not clickable. Login enabled. Yes, you want this agent to log into the agent desktop and set password, right? So if you uncheck this, by default, it's checked like this. And if you uncheck this, it will be considered that it's gonna ask the Active Directory for its authentication. So I don't want it to interact with Active Directory. All I want is give it the manual password that I typed in there and confirm it. I hope it matches. Now let me go ahead and uh, maybe we configure more attributes and all. Let's come here, and we have got a list of attributes that we can uh, associate. You can click add attributes, and we could say, we can define the attribute or add anything. But for now, let's leave the attribute as is. The skill group, right? We can go ahead and find out what different skills that we have. But these are the skills that we have in our existing setup. We can configure more and whatever skills this agent we feel like we can just add it right here and add it. So I click just on one of the voice skill and that's been added. So you can add multiple skill groups to this user. Now, since it's not a supervisor, right, this fourth tab is grayed out. So for now, we're good to go ahead and save John Doe, which is a supervisor with agent ID 202101, and is not a supervisor, right? And let rest of it, we have left all default except that we selected team one, and under the skill group, we selected the voice skill. Um, right? So default skill group, system defined, or voice skill. Let's go ahead and save it. All right, so John Doe is created, and now we see a little A right here. So that signifies that it's a agent and not a supervisor. Okay, so we can also this way go ahead and create the supervisor, right? So I can add one more and show you how to make a supervisor, or simply can go ahead and check this option right here, okay, and save it. Now you would see that the supervised, I would say the username is not in a correct format. Okay, so this one is not in a correct format. It says it must be user@domainname.com and must be a valid Active Directory user. So it says that it did not take, it did not like it when once we tried to save it. Uh, but let's see what we have for the supervisor stuff here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click uh, the option plus here and add which team this agent really belongs to as in supervisor. Add supervised team in main site. So I'm going to go ahead and say team one and team two. I can do it for all the team wherever I want this supervisor to be assigned as a supervisor for the team. So for now, I'm just going to add team one only, and I'm going to say jdoe at berlin.icm. And that's my domain name that I've added. There must be an existing Active Directory account under the selected domain. So let's go ahead and check what's missing in here. All right, so I enabled the supervised teams added in there, and I corrected the username in the desired format, which is username at the rate domain name, and saved it. Now, before that, I also made sure that this supervisor, now if you see JDO is supervisor, that it is basically created in, let me show you the Active Directory. So I created this John Doe here, uh, and then I went ahead and basically added the domain name into the supervisor name, and this is it. Then I was able to basically create this user, convert it into the supervisor. Uh, so this is it for this section wherein we discussed about how to create an agent, and then after how you can turn on the supervisor option right here is supervisor, and then assign the team it will be supervising. Additionally, you can go ahead and add the attributes that you want to this supervisor, English, task type, and so on, and it will be listed there. Uh, so this is it for this section. Let's keep it simple and see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.